Okay, hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to talk about how I have survived my first Star Trek and Star Wars-less week since the beginning of October. Honestly, I don't know how I've done it. Literally, since Star Trek Discovery started back all the way in October, I don't remember what the date was, but it was 14 weeks ago now, there has been a Star Wars Mandalorian episode and a Star Trek Discovery episode every week since then, except The Mandalorian was going in for a bit shorter than Star Trek Discovery. Basically, there wasn't a single week where I didn't have Star Trek on the screen. And frankly, I don't know how I've survived this last week without it. Same goes with The Mandalorian, but of course there isn't as much Star Wars content coming out at the moment because they're still filming a ton of stuff, be it The Bad Batch, Obi-Wan Kenobi, which has just put up a set in England somewhere, or is it Scotland? In the UK somewhere, and the villagers of that village aren't too incredibly happy because it's going to be there for 3 years. Ugh, that's going to be fun. So there's not much Star Wars content at the moment, at all. In fact, I don't think we're receiving any more Star Wars on-screen content till the end of the year. But we have got the High Republic era books coming out, which I might review at some point. I'll let you guys know. But yeah, no Star Trek for the last week and 3 days. And honestly, I can't wait for it to come back this Friday. Because as I've mentioned, it's coming back with Star Trek Lower Decks. And I've realised I don't think I've actually mentioned what that show is, or what it's about, or what it's like. Right, it's the first animated Star Trek show since 1969 with Star Trek the Animated Series, which was a continuation of the original series, which was cut short. And this series is focusing on the least important Federation starship and the least important crew members on that ship, who do second contact missions. Of course, ships like the Enterprise get the first contacts with new species. This ship, the USS Cerritos, a California class, gets the second contacts and the cleanups of any disasters that go wrong with ships like the Enterprise or the Titan under Captain Riker. But yeah, so these are kind of the cleanup crew ships. So, and this show is made by the creators and animators, I believe, of Rick and Morty. So, imagine Rick and Morty, but Star Trek. And this show will take place, I believe it's 5 years after Star Trek Nemesis. So, it's quite, I can't remember what year that would be, but I know it's like 5 years after Star Trek Nemesis, so Captain Riker's in command of the USS Titan. Admiral Picard is currently having a row with Starfleet over the whole Romulan situation, as we've seen in Star Trek Picard. And, which brings me on to my next thing, of Star Trek Picard has had some plot details rumoured from Sir Patrick Stewart himself, so we know a couple of very, very loose things about him, but I'm not going to say them, as that will spoil the end of Season 1 for you guys, and if you guys want to watch it, don't really want to spoil it for you all, because you would not be too happy if I did that. I can only imagine. So, Star Trek's coming back this week. Thank God. It's been way too long. What the hell was that? Okay, guys, I'm pretty sure I just heard a train going past my house, even though there's no train tracks anywhere near me. We all heard that, right? I'm not going insane. Okay, I digress. Yeah, so Star Trek's coming back this Friday for the first time in 2 weeks, thank God. And hopefully, we'll start seeing more. I think we're getting a couple of Star Trek shows over the course of this year, like getting Lower Decks. I think we're getting the Section 31 show at some point this year too, and Star Trek Strange New Worlds. And I'm going to explain those last two shows real quick for you guys. Section 31, okay? It's basically Starfleet Black Ops. They do the stuff that Starfleet would not do, usually. Like, they're into some very shady stuff. Like, if any Starfleet officers ever did find out that Section 31 did the stuff they did, they would lose their minds. See Deep Space Nine. And Star Trek Strange New Worlds is the one that I'm really, really looking forward to. Because it takes place... Well, it contains 3 very important cast members. Anson Mount, Rebecca Romaine, and Ethan Peck. And they've been in Star Trek Discovery as Captain Pike of the Enterprise, number 1, First Officer of the Enterprise, and Spock. And this show is going to take place in 2260, 5 years before Captain Kirk takes command of the Enterprise. And this show will of course take place on the Enterprise, which will be the first time that this ship has been seen since 1984, properly. Because that's when the Enterprise got blown up by Kirk. So I'm real looking forward to that because the Enterprise is back. But of course, there's going to have to be some changes before we end the show for it to fit with the original series. But I'll get onto that another day. So that'll do it for this video, guys. Again, another very close point. Don't know why I keep doing that. So, as always, people, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my Nerdrock Sounds channels, her links in the description, my subscribe button's down there somewhere, hit our bell icons to get both sets of our notifications, because, yeah. Comment, because, why not? Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter, Roxanne's blog and Twitter. Links are also in the description, down arrow next to the title of the video. And don't forget to share this video with all your friends, so you can join the infinite loop of liking, subscribing, commenting, following, sharing, and around and around and around that loop. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.